If you combine all of your years of knowledge and experience in the ski industry, how many years are we at between both of you?
Getting close to a century.
So your first job out of college was with Rossignol, right? What did you do for Rossi?
Developed specs for the material so we could go out and find domestic replacements for all the materials they were importing from Europe to make the skis. And then later on, when we started making tennis rackets, I started designing tennis rackets and developed a process for making carbon fiber tennis rackets. In the late 80s, I started consulting for Burton, and I did all their bindings when they made the transition from basically rubber strap bindings to basically what bindings are today, are the ones that I designed for them. Then I got sucked into Burton, became head of R&D there, and they have over 100 patents with my name on it. And then I left Burton in 2000.
Well, you happen to have had a little experience with another boot.
Yeah, Roberto Cristoforetti, who's the head of the racing department at Rossignol, built some carbon fiber boots for Herman Maier, and he loved them. They cost some $10,000 or something to make, something in that range, and they'd last about a day before they fell apart. But while they lasted, Herman loved them and said, he would stick with Lange if they could make them practical. They hired me to come up with a way to reduce it to practice and make it more durable. And before we got started, Quicksilver bought Rossi, and the R&D money never materialized, so we never really got very far with the project. And then I told him I was going to work on it on my own, and when I had it all worked out, I'd come back to him. So 5 years later, worked out all the bugs, made a few prototypes, realized it's definitely a better boot. Went back to Rossignol, and they said, nope, don't have any money. So I said, I'm going to do it on my own, and here we are.
Bill?
I got nothing.
That's pretty badass. It's hard to be that badass.
Yeah, out of college, I was hired at Nordica, and I was a technician, and then went over to Rossignol as a tech rep, and also was managing 2 of the regional pro teams. And then a couple bad winters convinced me that it was time to get out of the ski business. Went back to school and got my graduate degree, and started wearing a suit and tie with a consumer products company, and got sick of doing all that. Came back up here, and Dave and I connected on a couple of other projects. Dave has been doing as the engineering guru and technical guy, and I'm the fiddler and the boot fitting guy, and
the Eagle Scout.
That's right.
Yeah, that too. I think we complement each other pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only known each other for 45 years. Dave was best man at my wedding.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. What year was that?
I know exactly when it was, but I don't want to date myself that much.
Awesome. How come a lot of people haven't heard of it?
We're not in the magazines. We're not in shops.
We don't have a lot of money for advertising.
Yeah, the money that we have invested has gone into making a better boot, making a better manufacturing process, better fitting, and frankly, our best salespeople are our customers. We just need more of them in other places to kind of spread the word.
We need time to spread the word.
And the fact that we're selling online, people are like, oh, wait a second, I don't know about that, and so they're. Things that are new or scary.
Out there is going to say you can't do that.
Yeah.
But you can.
Yeah. And things that are new and
better
different.
than most boot fitters.
Yeah. But things that are new and different can be intimidating to people.
Absolutely.
The people that have said, wait a second, this is new and different, it's exciting, are coming back and saying, holy cow, we love it. And so they become our great evangelists.
People that dare to be different.
People that dare to be different. Exactly right.
There's nothing like this boot in the world. Unique combination of power and feel. It's the best boot in the world. When the first prototype I skied on, I took one run at Stowe, and I said, we have something here. This is a better boot, period.